The primitive shape group gives you a set of tools for quickly creating basic mesh shapes, like a box or a sphere. It's where you'll find all the standard building blocks you can start modeling from. So let's walk through each one. In this empty scene, I'll start by clicking on the cube icon with the plus symbol at the top. This switches us into the UModelerX mode so that we can create an object. Once you're in this mode, you'll simply draw out the shape you want. On the right side of the screen, you'll see the primitive shapes group, which includes a box, cylinder, sphere, icosphere, torus, pipe, capsule, cone, room, stair, and a spiral stair. Starting with the box tool, click and drag in the scene to define the shape. You can continue clicking and dragging to create different box sizes and proportions. Once the shape is corrected, you can switch to your elements to edit further. I'll delete this one and move on to the cylinder. Click to set the base radius, then drag upward to define the height. In the tool property, you can adjust the number of discs, height, segments, radius, and the height to refine the shape. Next is the sphere. Click and drag to set its size. In the properties, you can adjust the number of rings and segments to control how smooth or detailed the sphere is. The icosphere works similarly, but it's built with triangular faces. You can change the order and radius in the properties to increase or decrease its complexity. The torus is created in 2 steps. First, click and drag to set the main radius. After releasing, click and drag again to define the thickness of the ring. You can adjust the segment counts in the properties to refine the shape. The pipe tool also uses a 2-step process. Click and drag to set the outer radius, then click again to define the inner radius. Click the creating pipe thickness, segment settings, and then it can then be adjusted. The capsule starts just like a sphere. Click and drag to set the radius, then release and drag upward to define the height. You can adjust the height segments, sides, and rings in the properties. The cone works the same way. Click and drag to set the base radius, then release and drag upward to set the height. You can increase the number of sides in the properties to make it smoother. The room tool creates a box with an interior shell. Click and drag to define the outer shape. Switching to wireframe makes it easier to see the inner cube. The thickness setting controls the distance between the inner and outer walls, making it useful for creating and blocking out interior spaces. Next is the stair tool. Click and drag to define the footprint. Then adjust in height, depth, width to set the height in the properties. You can also rotate the stairs to build multiple directional stairs and place them against existing geometry. Finally, you have the spiral stair. It works similarly to the regular stair but creates a circular staircase. You want to just click and drag to define the radius, then release and drag again to set the thickness. In the properties, you can adjust the radius, height, curvature, and step height to create a smooth spiral stair.